The Worldwide Equality Group was founded a couple of years ago after Pearl, Carmel, my wife, and myself felt there was a need in the parish to actually focus more on some activity to help people overseas who are in need. We saw this as being a major focus from a Christian church point of view, where we needed to have empathy for our brothers and sisters who live overseas and are much less fortunate than ourselves. And we saw this as something very critical to actually be taken on by the people of Resurrection Parish. So after some consultation with Father Noel, the group was formed, and at the moment we have about 5 active members. Up to date, the focus has been on helping an orphanage in India, and also with getting some funds together to build a school in Southern Sudan. Our team structure has been set up as myself as leader, but greatly supported by Pearl, who's the 2IC, and it was her and her husband Errol who really got the group going from the point of view that they'd had previously helped out the orphanage in called Mother Teresa's Roses, where Pearl came from, and they'd already done some work to support them. So Pearl and Errol are both integral in from that point of view. And we also have Dulcie, who's of Indian background herself, so she also has a strong focus in helping Indian people. And then we have Kate, who is from the Philippines, and some later stage we look to do a project helping the Filipinos. Of course, my wife Carmel, who's Australian like myself, but just interested in helping people overseas. And we also have Deng, who's very strong in helping Sudanese people. He's from Southern Sudan, and him and his wife have had a long-held interest in building a school in Southern Sudan. Deng's wife's actually an architect, and she's already drawn up plans for the school. So some money had been previously collected by the Sudanese people, and this money's been held aside. So at this stage, we're just focusing on helping those 2 charity causes, if you like, and then hopefully once we get another project going, would be towards probably helping the people from the Philippines. During 2014, we were able to make a good start, I suppose, as far as fundraising activities. The first event, well, I guess we spoke at Mass and gave people a rundown on what we're all about, and we had a good collection there of around $1,000. This was followed shortly after by what turned out to be a major fundraiser, which was Pearl putting on a 50th birthday party for her husband Errol, and she invited around about 100 guests. But the difference here with this party was that all the guests were asked to give a cash donation instead of a present, and all those cash donations were given to the group in fundraising. So it was just a fantastic thing to do, an extraordinarily generous thing to do on Errol and Pearl's behalf there. This was followed by a more minor fundraiser with an Easter charity raffle, and then later in the year myself and Deng spoke to the school community about what the fundraising activities were to help the children get interested in this, and we got a fantastic donation of $1,000 from the school, and this was followed a little later by another major fundraiser, which was to have a dinner dance, and that was quite successful in it. We ended up clearing around about $1,450 from that, and some, especially a large Indian group from Hoppers Crossing did support us well there. Also at the market day, Deng was collecting money and also promoting our group, so that was also very useful for us. So that's been really the major fundraising activities up to now. At this stage, $4,000 was given to the Indian orphanage last year by way of money being sent across to help them building a new toilet block for the boys who are located separately to the girls' orphanage. And Another $1,000 was taken over personally by Errol and Pearl and their family, who went to visit the orphanages during the last Christmas break. And they have some film and photos from this, which we'll be talking about at Mass shortly, to show everyone from Resurrection where these funds have been going to. Just in closing, it'd be great if we can really get some more people from the Resurrection Parish interested in what we're doing. This has been a bit of a struggle, and we've tried to promote the group as much as possible by way of articles in the big bulletin and some talks at Mass, etc. But we really need to get everyone behind it, because when you think about it, there can be nothing more important as a Christian people than actually helping those amongst us who are less fortunate. This was, in fact, the whole message that Jesus had for us. It wasn't about making ourselves look holy and climbing our own little stairway to heaven. It's about helping other people and showing love and support for them. So the more people we can get on board as far as helping us out in our group, as well as supporting us in any ventures we have, will be just fantastic, and it will help us to keep going into the future and to really show some results, because we can keep helping people at the Indian orphanage, and especially getting a school built in Southern Sudan coming from our own funds. That would just be fantastic, and we could have people from our own parish even going across and maybe assisting in the building of the school, and also visiting the orphanage in India too, if there's any chance of going across there at any stage. That would be a great thing to happen as well. So thank you for support.